Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm gonna do this every Wednesday. It's a new segment. I bet just ignore that. Uh, this is a new segment. That that I'm I'm doing. It's called what I watched this week. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. And yeah, so this is basically what I've watched this week, and I talk about it. Instead of doing just a bunch of videos, I collide them into all one video. There's not going to be ratings. There's not going to be a big thing on the plot synopsis. I go usually in depth with my plot synopsis. There might not even be a plot synopsis at all. So let's get started. So I didn't watch any movies worth noting on Monday, but on Tuesday I watched The Grand Budapest Hotel. Now, this movie is directed by Wes Anderson. This movie just came out, and this is the best movie I've seen so far this year. I love this movie. This movie's great. The style of Wes Anderson is great in it. And yeah, everything's great about it. Ralph Fiennes is fantastic in it. The story, everything is great. All the performances, and you got a great cast. I mean, you got Ralph Fiennes, F. Murray Abraham, Adrian Brody, Willem Dafoe, Jeff Goldblum, Harvey Keitel, Jude Law, Bill Murray, Edward Norton, Therese Ronan, Jason Schwartzman, Tilda Swinton, Tom Wilkinson, Owen Wilson, and yeah, you got a great cast, and it's so great. And I mention already that Ralph Fiennes was great in it? Oh yeah, he's great. He's great. This is one of the best performances I've seen from him. Check this movie out, please. You won't regret it. And yeah, that's that. And yeah, that's Grand Budapest Hotel. The next movie I saw was the 1974 movie. What's it called? Chinatown. Directed by Roman Polanski, who's been accused for making really good movies. Yeah, Chinatown stars Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway, and John Huston. And I was looking forward to this movie. This is a Roman Polanski movie I've never seen. I haven't seen much from Roman Polanski's work. I mean, I know who he is because I'm not going to mention it. Well, I'll mention it, but I'm not going to say what it is. Look up Roman Polanski. You'll find it if you don't know who that is, but you probably do if you're a movie fan. But yeah, Chinatown stars Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway, and John Huston. Anyways, and this is a really good story. This is a really good detective movie. This is a fantastic movie. I loved every second of it. I love the story. I love the twists and turns. I love how Roman Polanski directed it. I love everything about it. Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway are fantastic. They play off one another perfectly. John Huston's great. Oh my god, this movie's good. The story's great. The ending, one of the most disturbing endings I've seen, and I mean that. This is not a light watch, but it's still a movie worth watching. Check it out. It's good. It's really quite fantastic. Alright, the next movie I'm going to talk about is Battle Royale. Now, this is not exactly... it's got a happy-ish ending, but it's not exactly happy. But it's really, really good. It's Battle Royale. The 2000 film. People say Hunger Games ripped off of it. I don't think so. I think, well, there are similarities to Hunger Games and Battle Royale, but so it's a bunch of kids just fighting each other on an island. It's kind of like Hunger Games, except not as Hunger Games. Yeah, I guess you could say, but I wouldn't say Hunger Games is a ripoff or a North American remake or whatever, because it's based off of a book. So I can't say that, even though I like the Hunger Games movies. But anyways, this movie's really, really good. It's a great movie. I loved this movie. It was a really... I don't usually watch foreign films, but now I kind of want... No, I do... want to watch more foreign films after this movie, because this is a really good movie, and this is a movie you would never get in America like this. It's crazy. And the acting's fantastic. The guy that plays the coach, I know his name. His first name Takeshi. I think they call him Takeshi Best. I think that's what they call him. I don't know. I watched this guy named JonTron, who's really funny. If you like video games, check him out. And he reviewed a game called Takeshi's Challenge, and yeah, that's how I know who he is, and I know he's in Battle Royale, and he's really good in this movie as kind of a teacher. Or did I say coach? If I said coach, I meant teacher. He just kind of looks like a coach. And yeah, all the kids did great. The story was really interesting, and yeah. So yeah, check that movie out. It's gory, it's fun, but check it out. And what else did I watch? The Daniel Day-Lewis movie, Last of the Mohicans. Now this movie stars Daniel Day-Lewis and Madeline Stowe, who, if you don't know who she is, she's from 12 Monkeys. Very beautiful in the 90s. But anyways, let's get to this movie. Now, this is like Indians and US Marines. This is a really good movie. I really liked it, but I wouldn't say I loved it, but I really liked it, and yeah, it's got a decent story. I really like the ending. Daniel Day-Lewis, I think, is great. Not his solid performance, because he's one of the best actors working today. He's great, but not one of his best performances, but still a very, very, very good performance from him. Yeah, so check that out. It's a really good movie, and Madeline Stowe's also really good in it, and yeah, and all the actors do great, and it looks nice, and the score is great. Alright, Mission Impossible. Next up is Mission Impossible 2 to 4. I've already seen one, I've actually reviewed one. You can check that out. That movie, I love the first one. I thought it was great. I thought Tom Cruise was great in it. So now let me talk about the second one. Not so good. I'll be honest with you. I really did not enjoy the second one. There are some cool action scenes. It's directed by John Woo. It's also got Ving Rhames, Thandie Newton, however you say her name, and Brendan Gleeson as well is in it, and also another guy who I'm gonna say he's a big actor that's in it. It's a cameo. Yeah, there's a cameo in it, which is big. Which I wish there was more of him, less of a cameo. I wish it was more of a cameo than, because this actor's really good. But anyways, yeah, this movie is not great. Tom Cruise, I'll be honest with you, this is one of my least favorite Tom Cruise performances as Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible 2. I thought he was great in the first one, but I didn't think he was that good. I thought he was just like, they say, oh, Tom Cruise is the pretty boy. That kind of stood there. I mean, I know he's more than just a pretty boy, but just there, he's just a pretty boy. That like you see on tabloids. It looks like a model photo shoot. Doesn't look like a good thing. But like I will say about this movie is that the villain is just terrible. I really did not enjoy the villain at all. And I thought the villains in the first one were good, and I'll get to the other ones. But yeah, I did not enjoy that villain, that Tarantino looking. I don't know why. He just reminded me of Tarantino, except with Tarantino-isms. Like, he just kind of had the facial. Anyways, but I thought some of the acting was good. I thought Ving Rhames was great as Luther, and I thought Brendan Gleeson was good for the role he had. So overall, this is not that good of a movie. Don't check this out. However, Mission Impossible 3 is freaking great. It's freaking awesome. It's honestly one of the best action movies I've seen. It's got a great story, and it's got so many people. Like, okay, you got Tom Cruise. Let me tell you the cast. This is the best cast out of all the Mission Impossible movies. Like, I'm not kidding. This is like a great cast. You got Tom Cruise. You got Tom Cruise and Ving Rhames coming back. You got Michelle Monaghan. You got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Billy Crudup, who he's in Almost Famous. Jonathan Rhys Meyers, Kerry Russell, Maggie Q, Simon Pegg, and Lawrence Fishburne. What a great cast. Like, so many good people in this movie, and yeah, they all do great. I really enjoy every single person in this movie. And yeah, I really love this movie, and one, I like the chemistry. One, the action's great. It's directed by J.J. Abrams. You know who J.J. Abrams is, and Star Trek Into Darkness, and Star Wars Episode 7. Yeah, this is directed by J.J. Abrams, and this is really quite a fascinating movie. Like, really good, not fascinating, that was the wrong word, but really good, and, like, it has a story to it. Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt. This is after Mission Impossible 2. He is absolutely solid in this movie. He is great, and he has great chemistry with Michelle Monaghan, and he has great chemistry with his team. This is the best team he has, which forms Maggie Q, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, and Ving Rhames, and that is the best team he had. They all had great chemistry, I thought. And yeah, and the action was great. I thought everybody did a great job. Philip Seymour Hoffman is the villain. Man, he is a scary villain. I love when he's like, you have a wife, Ethan. I'm gonna hurt her. I'm gonna hurt her real bad. I'm gonna hurt her real bad. Kind of a flick pick reference. He's a YouTuber. He's awesome. Check him out. But yeah, that's what that is. Well, it's also a Mission Impossible 3 reference. But yeah, he's menacing, and I like the story a lot. And yeah, this is one of the best Mission Impossible movies. Now, the next one is Mission Impossible 4, which is also really good. But yeah, this came out in 2011, and yeah, I very much enjoyed it. It's very good. And yes, not as good as the first and the third one, but it's still a really good movie. It's almost up there. Yeah, it's still a really good movie, and everything's great about it. His team is also great. This is probably his second best team. I don't know. The team has more character in this one than in the third one, but I don't know. I found it like better chemistry in the third one, I guess. I don't know, but I'm just comparing the two, but they're both really good. Tom Cruise is also great in it. Jeremy Renner's great. Simon Pegg. The action's great. That scene on that big tower in Dubai, known as the biggest building in the world. Oh my god, that was scary. I love how he does his own stunts, Tom Cruise. He is a great actor. He's still in shape. Even when he's 52 years old, he's still in shape. Oh my god. But yeah, he's great. And yeah, this movie is very good. The villain I didn't think was menacing, but I thought he got the job done. He's better than the one in the second one, which I did not like at all. I thought he was terrible, Tarantino looking kind of guy. But anyways, let's just say I love Tarantino. I love his work. But anyways, he just looked like anyways, there's also cameos in this by some people. There are some cool cameos in this movie too. Yeah, for some reason Mission Impossible does cameos. And, what else? The next movie I'm going to talk about is Lethal Weapon. I saw a lot of, old, considered big movies, but yeah, I saw Lethal Weapon for the first time. Let me tell you, I like Shane Black a lot. I loved Iron Man 3. I don't know why people dislike that movie. I loved it. I love everything about it. I don't know why. I loved Iron Man 3. I really enjoy Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And yeah, this is probably his best. Well, he wrote it and Richard Donner directed it. This is a really good movie. Really quite good. And yeah, this is really a good cop movie. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I like it better than Die Hard. I had a better time with this than Die Hard. I love this movie. I love the chemistry between Danny Glover and Mel Gibson. I love Gary Busey's in it. Two meatballs, you two meatballs. Point Break reference. Yeah, I love Gary Busey in this movie. Yeah, this is really good. I love the action. I love the story. It's so great. Now the only problem I have with this movie is well, the story's really good. The characters are good, but the only problem I have with this movie is Danny Glover's daughter, his oldest daughter. I didn't think she was quite great in it. I thought she was kind of annoying, but that's just me. Other than that, this movie is great. It's got some great humor. Check this movie out if you haven't. It's good. It's a great action movie with really funny humor. All right, and the next movie I'm going to talk about is forgot what I saw. Evil Dead 2. Yeah. I haven't seen the first Evil Dead, but I don't know. I just wanted to check this out. It was going off Netflix, and yeah, this is a really for some weird reason the acting didn't stick with me, but I liked the visuals. So overall, I did really like this movie, but because visually I think it's cool, and I kind of like the mythology of this movie. So yeah, I really liked this movie. Although I didn't think the acting, with the exception of Bruce Campbell doing pretty good, I didn't think all the other acting was exactly great. And yeah, characters and acting are great, but visually this movie's great. It's gory. The story's nice. I think Bruce Campbell does a pretty good job. I don't know. Some of the acting just seems like B movie acting, and I know it's supposed to be like this. So yeah, I really like this movie. I recommend watching it for fun. I'll see the first Evil Dead eventually, and I'll see Army of Darkness eventually. I want to see that more, because the ending, without giving any spoilers away, I think it kind of leads to Army of Darkness. Just a prediction. I don't know if it does or not, but I think it does. Yeah. And my friend told me that Evil Dead 2 is a remake of Evil Dead 1, kind of. He's a big Evil Dead fan, so he told me that. I wanna see if that's true. Let me know down below. Yeah. All right, and the final movie I'm going to talk about is The African Queen. Now, this is a 1951 movie starring Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart. I watched a lot of movies. I love watching movies. Okay, this is gonna be a long video because I love watching movies. All right, this is gonna be like 20 minutes. But anyways, African Queen, great movie. I'm gonna give you guys the story. Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart are on a boat in Africa, and yeah, they get stranded on a boat, and yeah, this is really good. It's two people, Humphrey Bogart and Katharine Hepburn, are fantastic. They have great chemistry, and I think that's one of the best parts of this movie. Their chemistry, I loved it. I love the setting of Africa, and it's quite revolutionary for its time. I mean, when I see old movies, I know they're old. This one didn't feel old. It still holds up really well to me. I really enjoy this. This movie's fantastic. I loved it. And it's directed by John Huston, and I thought John Huston did a great job directing. He's great. So overall, yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. I'm gonna give it a. Yeah, I'm not giving it a grade. All right, those are my reviews. I may have a review for that movie, The Rover, with Robert Pattinson and Guy Pearce. All right, that's my review. Like, subscribe, and bye bye. Like, subscribe, and bye bye.